Welcome to the Nickerson Factor. It is Friday. It's going to be pizza and beer Friday. And a nice early night. Kind of been a long week. Been a long, hard week. I have to say, it wasn't too fantastic at the beginning. But, pulled through it. Got through it. No one died. Which is always good. I know that's a good kind of thing to say, but it's always good when that happens. And as I kind of got through it, really kind of started evaluating what's important to me. And this interesting thing's come over of, is it kind of like drinking the Kool-Aid of what you expected to do in life? Not expected, but is what kind of is set around you, or the ingrained path of what you should be taking. Of you shouldn't expect. You shouldn't really expect too much. I mean, you get given your chips, and that's good. You're not really supposed to ask for more or dream for more or want it. I mean, I really get this word today. Really, at the end of the day, I'm content. Like, just really being content about things, and like maybe like a good or bad way of really just content because you've just been formatted, or just everything around you formats you into a sense that this is what makes you content, this is what makes you this is what you're supposed to be doing at the moment. And I find it really challenging. Like, at the moment, I can't stop anything inside my head. It just keeps going around and around and around. And I find it really hard to accept, you want to call it the normality of what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe I'm getting older, but just can't accept the normality of what you're supposed to do at this time. Like, I think there's a point that I don't have a problem with it, but it's more, I just don't think I want to do it because it's the thing that you have to do, or it's that point in your life that you're supposed to be doing these things. I mean, I could do it if it was just that time to, it's my time to do it, and I want to do it, and it's going on. I mean, it's almost to the point now, I get this feeling that you're just supposed to turn up to work. You're at the point in your life where you're supposed to buy a house, have a partner, really just like float into that lifestyle of, you do the 9 to 5 grind, you kind of accept things and how they are, and you don't really push it. I mean, you talk about your dreams, you talk about your aspirations, you get motivated when you're kind of feeling down. And it's a funny one, the old motivation. Like, it's that weird kind of middle ground where people always have like these they're like fridge magnet quotes that, everyone's all about the fridge magnet quotes. This will pick my life. I've got fridge magnet quotes. These are the things I live my life by. And I find that really entertaining because you sit there and you're like, well, okay, so it's a fridge magnet quote you got there that you're kind of like harping on about. You got it on your phone, you got it on this, you got it on that. And I don't really get it, in a sense. Like, I don't understand that. For that, it's just a quote. Like, it's just something to make you feel good for that moment, and then you just continue on doing whatever it is that you're doing. Like, is there anything else you're doing? Is there any kind of intrigue or interest behind this that's pushing you to grow towards an area? It's kind of, you're really content with what you're doing at the moment. Every now and then you kind of hit something that you don't like, so you're like, fuck it, fridge magnet quote, bam! And then once you get your fridge magnet quote going, you're like, well, it's all good. I got my little quote there. This is, I feel good about life. Yeah, I can pick myself up. I can continue on. And then you go, and then the next day you wake up and you do exactly the same thing. And you go on and do exactly the same thing with exactly the same people. And you go on and you go on, and you keep doing this. And then one day it'll be really hard, and you'll be like, oh, fuck, it's really hard today. Fridge magnet quote. Here we go. Now, it's come off pretty fucking arrogant right now. But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I understand that, but does it go to any different level? Like, are you going to grow towards, like, understanding what this is supposed to represent or mean? Because I feel I hit so many people these days that are really just content in their lives, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, by all means, if you're content, man, just chill. If you're happy, just chill. It's your thing to do. But what I find really strange is that these people are so content in their own little lives and what they're doing that anything new or abnormal around them, they won't really see, or they won't really understand it, or they won't really get it. They're just like, oh, I don't know what you're doing. Like, this is how I've lived my life so far. This has been pretty good. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're up to, man, but it's fucking weird. I don't really get that. Which I find really fascinating, because I find that, you know, I might be a little bit weird, I might do some random shit, but I can kind of get what everyone does in their own lives. Like, if you want to buy a house and you want to have like a full-time partner and you want to have some kids, then fuck, all yours, man. Like, it's awesome. Like, I sit there, if you're content and you enjoy it and you do it and it's like what you're supposed to be doing at that time and you move on, cool. And then sometimes you get this feeling, you just get this little feeling that it's kind of, it's not really what you want to be doing, but you just succumb to like the environment that you're in, that you've been like, yeah, I'll drink the Kool-Aid, yeah, I'll do it, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, everyone will like me for this, everything will do this, this will work, this will do that, this will do this. And see, the thing I don't get about that, and what I don't really like, is that, see, I don't mind if you do that and you go on, but what you're not doing is that you're not growing, or you're not pushing yourself as a person. Like, you're not reaching that full, like, 100% of your character. You're not, you know, you're not progressing. Like, I've found that I can have a yarn with someone who has a completely different lifestyle, doesn't do anything that I do. We wouldn't ever get along, and you randomly sit down for 10 minutes and have a yarn. Now, if they're doing something really cool that they really enjoy, and it's like their moment in life to do it, it doesn't matter, because I sit there, I'm like, bro, you're fucking enjoying that, man. Like, we're going to get along. Like, it's as easy as that. Like, it's simple. You're doing something. And I walk away, I'm like, yeah, fascinating. I mean, we might never ever see each other again, but I enjoyed the chat. Like, it's fucking cool, man. Like, yeah. And then, you know, on the reverse scale, you sit there, and like the rest of like 70% of other people that I meet, you kind of have a yarn to them, and you're like, well, I kind of get this thing where you're like, you're really happy, like everything's ticking along, nothing's bad, it's all good, like things are covered, your cash covered, your house is covered, supposedly your lifestyle's covered, what you're supposed to be checking off on your list is covered, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you don't really sound activated in life. You're not really like pushing yourself to understand something more. You've just sat there and been like, this is me. I don't need to understand anything more than this. And I think this is what I'm getting at a little bit more, of that blindness of just, once you're just so like content in something, you forget to grow, or you forget to push yourself in a way. And I find that really hard to deal with. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Like, I sit there and I'm like, how can you not want to progress, learn, move, do that? I know it's hard, man. I know it's not comfortable, but how could you stay stagnant, or just content in these things that you're not really content, but everything around you gives you the impression that, yeah, it's all right. This is the thing you're supposed to be doing, man. It's not a problem. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't get that. It really mystifies me, eh? I feel I'm like cocooning at the moment. Cocooning. Been doing that for a while. It's a weird little thing to deal with. But anyway, pizza time. It's not going to be amazing pizza. It's just going to be like classic dirty pizza. Because we all love classic dirty pizza every now and then. As always, stay hungry, stay foolish, and damn son, stay classy.